requesting cooking and food related videos on my channel for the longest time, and the other day I got a comment from one of my subscribers, Catherine, and she basically suggested that I should follow an entire cookbook for a day and make that into a video. So that is what I'm going to be doing. Today I'm going to be starting off with one of my favorites, which is the Minimalist Baker Everyday Cooking. I've actually only had this cookbook for about 2 months now, but I can confidently say it's one of my favorites because I've been a fan of her food blog for the longest time. One of the reasons this idea appealed to me so much is I am a Pinterest addict, and at a certain point I feel like I've kind of scrolled through everything and I'm running out of recipe inspiration, which I'll link my Pinterest down below. But I was just feeling like a little bit burnt out, so I have been trying to utilize my cookbooks more because I do have a decent collection of them. So I've really already been doing this a lot. I've really been going to my cookbooks for pretty much every meal I make lately. So as you guys saw, I started off the day by making the super green juice. I've been sipping on this for a while now, and I love this recipe. I've been making it pretty regularly for the past maybe 6 weeks or so. Part of the reason I made this today is because I have a ton of produce in my fridge that I'm trying to use up before I go out of town next week, and you'll see that's going to be a theme in today's recipes. It's supposed to have cucumber in it, but that's one thing I didn't have, so I added extra celery and pineapple. I usually make a batch and then I drink it throughout the entire day, and I really enjoy it. It makes me feel great. It's a little time consuming because you do have to strain it if you're making it in a blender, but I think it's definitely well worth it. And then this morning I am also having one of these Brew Doctor kombuchas. I kind of go through phases where I'm really into kombucha. I usually don't drink it super regularly, but I saw this new strawberry lemonade flavor at Costco and I just really wanted to try it. I bought a 6-pack of them, so I'm just working on drinking them up, and they're pretty good. I've been waking up like feeling a little bit sick in the morning lately, and no, I'm not pregnant. But yeah, I've been waking up just like a little bit nauseous, so I put extra ginger in my juice this morning, and I probably won't make any food for a little while once I've had more juice and everything, but I think I'm gonna make some muffins. So I'm going to make these 1 bowl zucchini walnut muffins. I'm going to link this cookbook in the description box down below, by the way, and I'm also going to link this cookbook stand, which you guys can probably barely see because it's literally just like a piece of clear acrylic, but I got this a few weeks ago on Amazon and it has seriously changed my life. It's such a simple thing, but it's so handy and I'm obsessed with it. I highly recommend it if you are someone who uses cookbooks. So I'm going to mash up this ripe banana. Then I'm going to add our flax egg. If you are unfamiliar with what a flax egg is, it is an egg replacement used in vegan and plant-based baking. Basically, you just mix ground flax seeds with a little bit of water and you let it sit for about 5 minutes and it kind of turns into this gel-like consistency. It works really well. Melted coconut oil, agave nectar, applesauce. The recipe calls for brown sugar, but I'm using coconut sugar. Sea salt, baking soda, and cinnamon. Almond milk, grated zucchini. This is looking super weird right now, but it's just because I added cold applesauce and cold almond milk, and that basically is just like solidifying little bits of coconut oil. So just ignore that, they will melt when it goes in the oven. Finally, we're adding oats, almond meal, and flour. So before I pop those in the oven for 35 minutes, I'm just going to top them with some walnuts and pecans because I have them mixed together in this container. And then I'm also going to top them with some pumpkin seeds because we bought a nearly 3-pound bag at Costco. So I'm literally going to be eating these on everything for the next 6 months. I feel like they'll be really good on these muffins, and pumpkins are an excellent source of iron and zinc. Okay, Google, set a timer for 35 minutes. I have a very important question. When you guys eat homemade muffins, do you cut them in half and do you butter them? I feel like my mom made homemade muffins a lot growing up, and that's just always how we ate them. But like, I would never do that with like a muffin from a cafe or from the store or anything, but I feel like it's an absolute must with homemade muffins. Also, I'm just having a chill editing and answering emails kind of day, so I'm probably going to look like this for the entire day. Also, I woke up this morning and it is blizzarding and I was so upset. I walked out of my room and I looked out our patio doors, and out loud I was literally like, are you kidding me? By the way, I did use Earth Balance on these. And also, if any of you have never had any kind of like baked goods with zucchini in it, don't be scared because it really just makes it like extra moist. Sorry for those of you who hate that word, but it really does. It just adds like a really nice kind of texture to them. And James also loves these muffins as well, so that's saying something. Alright, so it is lunchtime and today I decided to make the trashy vegan sandwich. This is another recipe that I have previously made, but I really wanted to try it again because last time I made it, I just had it on some like regular pieces of whole wheat sandwich bread and it really fell apart, so I wanted to make it on something a little bit more substantial today. So I started off with this whole grain ciabatta bun, which I lightly toasted in the oven. Then you do a nice generous layer of hummus followed by caramelized onions. This is what makes this recipe take kind of the longest. It's still relatively easy and quick, but you do need like 10 minutes to cook the onions. Then we've got a layer of banana peppers, tomatoes, and then some honey mustard. It is vegan, so instead of honey, it is made with maple syrup and Dijon. Then I topped it off with some spinach. You can do greens of your choice, and then sriracha. The recipe does have avocado slices on the sandwich, but like I said, last time I ate it, it completely fell apart, so I decided to just kind of mash the avocado on the top half of the bun, and I'm hoping that will help. I really enjoy this sandwich. I feel like it's a really nice balance of flavors and something I would never put together on my own, but I feel like the hummus and the avocado really kind of like tone down the heat from the banana peppers and the hot sauce and the mustard. Update, it was still very messy, though I have to say it was better. But honestly, I don't know how people eat sandwiches like this, like super loaded up sandwiches, without just destroying everything. Like you can see there's literally like splatters on my table from like everything falling out of the sandwich. So it is dinner time now, and I've actually already prepared my dinner fully because it was pretty straightforward. But before I show you that, if I'm looking a little different right now, it's because I actually ended up tinting my eyebrows today. I don't know how different it's going to look on camera. I'm also like really red and really greasy right now, so just ignore that. It's the end of the day now, so my kitchen is like really becoming a mess. But I decided to make this beet, orange, and walnut salad with lemon tahini dressing because I had some beets that I needed to use up. So this is what it looks like. It is roasted beets, orange segments, and then also roasted walnuts, which once again, it's kind of like a mixture of pecans and walnuts. And I also put it on top of a very big bed of spinach. So literally like 2/3 of this bowl is spinach. And then I topped it with the dressing, which is just tahini, lemon juice, maple syrup, and a little bit of water to thin it. All right, this is a super awkward setup. I'm literally crouching in the weirdest position, but I wanted to do a little taste test. That isn't really a flavor combination. I'm honestly not the biggest fan of tahini, but I do have to say it tastes really good in this dressing. I probably wouldn't roast the walnuts if I made this again though, because they honestly just taste a little bit burnt. Maybe I would like toast them in a frying pan instead, or I would just leave them raw. And I'm going to add more of the tahini dressing once I've eaten most of the beets and oranges, and I'm just down to like the spinach. All right, you guys, that's where I'm going to wrap up this video. As you may be able to tell, I am not home anymore. I'm actually out of the cabin, and I'm ending this video over a week later. I intended to end it like the next day, or maybe like before I was gonna post it, because that last clip you saw was pretty late by the time I was done eating dinner and everything. If you follow me on social media, then you'll know the kind of week I've had and why I took a break. Not ready to talk about everything on camera yet. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you did. I know you guys probably hear it from all the YouTubers you watch, but it seriously is so important. I need that engagement to keep my channel afloat, and lately I haven't been getting a ton of comments, and I know that because this video isn't like skincare or beauty related, it's probably not going to do as well anyway. So please, if you enjoyed this video and you want me to continue doing cooking and food related videos, give it a thumbs up, leave that comment down below, and yeah, leave your feedback in the comments below, because this is really the first video I've done like this. But anyways, go follow me on social media. I'm at SariReanna on Twitter and Instagram, and subscribe down below if you're new, but I'll talk to you guys in my next one.